Hi everybody, it's Pam with Silver and Sparkles, and today is our weekly 15-minute craft challenge, so the Wednesday weekly, and I am just sitting here at my craft desk, and I grabbed some paper scraps, but then I also grabbed this. I was going to show it to you guys. A lot of times when I have a lot of strips and scraps like this, what I'll do is go ahead and punch different shapes. So this is my bin that has just a bunch of random things. No, it's supposed to be circles, and some I've already even, like, sometimes I'll decorate some and then they don't end up getting used, so they get thrown back in here. But it's mostly just punched circles that I haven't done anything with yet. And I love crafting with circles, and I haven't done a 15-minute challenge showing hopefully more than one thing, but something that I can make with circles. And so I grabbed this and I grabbed this, and we're going to see what I come up with in 15 minutes. So I also have my circle punches in arm's reach in case I want to punch another circle if these aren't quite enough. So I've got to think, and I got to get the timer started for 15 minutes. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm glad you're here. If you like this, please give the video a thumbs up, leave me a comment. And if you decide to do the challenge for this week, whether you do it in 15 minutes or not, use that hashtag weekly15 so that I can see what you make. Okay, let me find the timer. Okay, here we go. It always goes by so fast, so I hesitate to start it till I know I'm ready. Okay, here we go. 15 minutes. All right. So I go through stages where I do a lot with circles, and I haven't really done much lately. But I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut a strip, because the first thing that's coming to mind are some of the belly bands that are, you could do bookmarks, whatever, but that I've made with circles. And I'm going to cut this approximately in half so that I have two strips that are about half an inch by 6 inches, just to be my base for the circles. And then when I make these, sometimes I go ahead and ink around them, and that's gonna obviously take some of my time, but it does make them look nice. Can always do some inking later, but I'll just ink a few random ones, and we'll start laying them down, and then I'll show you how I like to decorate them. And I think it's just a fun take on a belly band or a tuck spot on a journal page. And sometimes I'll use different size circles. I like to overlap them. Sometimes I usually go quite that big. I guess if I was making a great big one. Most of these are probably 1 inch to 1 1/4, maybe 1 1/2. This would be a 1 1/2 inch. So here in a second, I'm just gonna stop worrying about the inking and go. It's fun for me when I use my scraps to think about other projects or things that I've made with those papers. Like, here's these strawberries. I did that fun strawberry, I think it was a folio or a little mini journal recently with the strawberry paper. Okay. Oh, look, and here's some of the little chicks. And some things will go better than, go better together than others. Book page is always a good option, I think. And this one says Mr. Daniel, and Daniel's my son's name and happens to be my husband's name too. And my husband is his stepfather, so it's kind of funny that they ended up with the same name. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. And I always, I usually will tend to do something like this and start laying them out just to get a sense, because they really do come together so sweetly, I think, once you get going. And oh, and I have some this size too, like the little bitties, and they're fun, I think, too. This is like a maybe a 1/2 inch or a 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, maybe a 3/4 of an inch circle. And here we go, here we go. And again, if the colors aren't working together, just grab a different circle, or you can do some of these if you want that are, and you can make them a little taller too, but that are coordinated with papers that you're using specifically, right? Like you don't have to, I'm gonna bring this one down a touch to make this longer. You don't have to only, you know, use your scraps. So if you know you're gonna be making, like it's springtime, like a springtime or a floral, you can go ahead and grab those papers and just punch yourself some circles, right? Fun. Gosh, and I have a boo-boo on my finger. It was bothering me yesterday when I was videoing, and I realized I was kind of looking at it and messing with it. So I put a Band-Aid on, and I think that's going to help. I think I want one of these larger ones here. And sometimes I go like way off and make it a little, I don't know, crooked's the right word, but you know, I just do different things. And the other thing that's fun is after I get these circles laid down, I'm gonna put these chicks at the top, even though they're kind of big. I will, so if this happens, and this kind of just happened to me, and I'm like, yeah, that was a little big, I may come back through with some to kind of even it out a touch, but that's okay. It can be a little awkward there at the top. Now, the other thing then you can do is get out like your doodad folder, and I probably won't find anything that I want to use, but find something to start decorating it with just a touch. Like, you know, that's a little large for this one, but you can, let's see, I'll find something. And it doesn't have, you know, getting a different shape in there sometimes will make a big difference in, I think, how it looks aesthetically. Is that the right word? Okay. So I'm going to put, actually I'm going to bring it down right here. And we can get a word maybe. Let's see. I turned and there were some words. How about, I kind of want a smaller word. Well, love always works, right? Love. And I can cut it the way, you know, on the edges, or I could trim down just to the word if it is really too big. All right, and I will also sometimes put like a piece of ribbon on them. So whenever I pull out my doodad folders, people ask for the link, so I will try to remember to put it in the description for you guys. If you, if I don't and you need it, just leave me a message, but I will try to link that for you in case you want to make your own doodad folder. Let's bring this one right here, and I'm just gonna staple it on. Whoa. Okay. So there we go. Fun, right? We have time to make another one. So this one, let's do it a touch different. I think I'm going to start, I'm not going to worry about inking this time. I can ink later. I'm going to start just by laying a bunch of circles of a similar, that one's just white, I don't want that, of a similar size down, and then decorate it and show you how that can look. And then we'll see. I do want some color contrast, so if I have to, I'll punch some more circles so I don't spend too much time digging through my circles, but we'll get there. Like I said, it's always fun to kind of go, oh yeah, that's where that circle came from. And then, and you can always later, if they're kind of lifting up on you or doing something, you can always add more glue. I kind of wanted this to look springy. I guess I'm going to have to do that maybe with some other colors or flowers. Oh, this is gonna be cute. I have a whole vision that's starting to come together. I just need one more circle that is this size, and I'm having trouble finding one. Ha, perfect. I'm just gonna put it here at the top. And now, if you are gonna use this in a specific journal, you definitely don't want it too tall, and you can always add more circles if you get to your project and you realize, oh, I need some circles that are, or I need it to be longer, and you can just add a circle. So a lot of times what then I'll do is do all the circles and then come back through with some other sizes and lay them down. Fun, right? And we can even get, if I can find one of these little bitties. Do something like that. And I'm really enjoying these. I think this is from Joey Cardmaker's most current take and make. He does freebies. If you haven't hopped over and seen it, this one has bunnies. It is precious. And it's free on his Buy Me a Coffee. Or no, Ko-fi. He does Ko-fi. So if you haven't seen that, I'll try to remember to link his channel for you. He has a great tutorial and where you can go get the freebie. Okay, so again, you get the idea. You can just keep going. And then let's find a piece of ribbon. I was gonna do something besides seam binding, right? That's all I seem to do lately. So let's cut a piece of this and put it about right here. And then I'll see if I can find a doodad. A doodad. See, more circles that didn't go in the circle bin that went there. One thing that's sometimes nice, let me grab my circle punch, is even though it's another circle I'm adding, you know, get a number or something on there. That'll be cute. And what else? I like doing fussy cuts too on these. Again, this one just seems a little large. We'll wait. Where'd that number go? I'll look for a different doodad. Let me pull out this doodad folder. Here's the large one. Every time I opened it, I wasn't seeing quite the right thing. Maybe a little flower. I can cut this one down. All right, here we go. Timer is still a ticking. Now this is, of course, just one idea with circles, but I got to make a couple. So let's see. Yeah, I think right there. And this one, a couple of these were already inked, but most of them aren't, and it still looks really cute. Oh gosh, we still have 2.5 minutes. I'll make something else. Okay, so we have these two. You can make them taller, you can make them shorter, you can do just more of like a circle cluster. Maybe we'll do that and see if we can come up with something cute. So I'm just going to layer a few circles together. And You don't want it to end up with this like weird funky shape. So I do try to keep that in mind when I'm gluing them together. I want to see a little more, not quite that much, of the text. And you can, let's see, here's like a piece of lace. Let's see what I can do with that. All right, and then find, I think there were some more strawberries in here, but if I spend all my time searching for the strawberry, oh, look at that. Very cute, right? But he does need some ink, I think. I think. Look at that. Now, if I had my hot glue heated up, I'd probably hot glue him on, but time is of the essence. Now, if you don't want to see the staple, I don't mind staples. I mean, I really don't, but you can just do something like this. I could go with a smaller circle too. Let me see if there's a tiny one that I like. Not quite enough contrast. Too much. And of course, I can pull my punch out and make one if I need to. Yep. Why don't I do the book page and then something else too? Book page. Just gonna kind of cover that up. And then I really did, even though this is so big, I really did like this flower. But I do like the pop of the red with the strawberry. So let's see. And there goes my timer. Ah, always, right? I am going to put one more little teeny tiny something, maybe out of this green. Green, come on, I need something green. And we'll stop. It's the same size, but now where did it go? It is going to help, I think, bring that together. Okay, look at what we made in 15 minutes. 2 circle belly bands and a circle cluster. I really love circles and enjoy making medallions, and you can even with the larger ones put little tiny pockets on them. So cute. All right, I hope you liked this one. I hope you will get out your circle punches and your scraps and maybe think about something cute and fun that you want to make with circles. All right, let me know what you think. Please leave me a comment, and until next time, I hope everybody has a great day. Thanks, guys.